Hey, Shalom, first and foremost, all praises. Glory, honor goes to Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Wakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, all y'all can pushing this word day in and day out. It's lucky I'm on the road right now, but I was doing this quick lesson on this article. This alert I got for this article, actually, just a few minutes ago. I'm a little bit under the weather. As you can see on my voice, that's why it's lucky I haven't made videos in a little bit. But the Lord put the spirit on me to do this quick lesson. Okay? So this is from an insider, one of Trump's insiders to be exact. It says terror attack dated 19 hours ago. Terror attack worse than 9/11 is imminent, warns top U.S. border chief. So this is Trump's top U.S. border chief, man, or current or former, because the article starts off, says former border Cesar Tom Homan sounded an alarming terror alert warning of a potential 9/11 or worse due to what he perceives to be a lax immigration and border policy. So they trying to lock down this place, man. It ain't Joe Biden. It ain't Barack Obama's policies. You know, they just spewing the rhetoric. It ain't Bill Clinton's policies. Ultimately, they want to lock the borders. They want to lock your counties, man. Okay? That's why they doing a thing called 15-minute cities. Most counties, you can get to one end to the next in 15 minutes, man. All right, and same thing with certain cities, certain smaller or mid-sized cities. All right? So there's going to be no more going to the ball game, going to the amusement park, going to the clubs, whatever mirth or folly the masses like to indulge in wickedness, man. All right? And that's the spirit the phone had to chime in on that. Okay? So, you know, they letting you know what they about to do, because that's a part of their witchcraft, man. That's a part of their, what they call it, karmic debt. They got to tell you what they about to do before they do it. That's why they put it in music, entertainment, movies, literature, and so forth, man. Okay? Because what they say, reality is stranger than fiction. Roughly paraphrasing, man. Right? The truth is stranger than fiction. Because that's how they get the fiction, is from the truth. Mainly the Bible. You know? So I looked up imminent, and imminent means soon to come, man. So Lord willing, this is a hot summer, man. You know, we had a hot spring, you know, things were popping off. Then it cooled down, you know, back in April. You know, the stock market almost crashed, man, for them few weeks, you know. Few weeks, a few days, however long it was. So Lord willing, it's going to be a hot summer, because, you know, in the early spring they were scared about the tariffs, and now, you know, Trump cooled off with the tariffs. So something else going to pop up, man. All right? And it's going to be sent from Yahweh Yahushai, man. All right? So according to Homan, there are 2 million illegals. That's bullshit, man. The 2 million, try you know, minimum 20 million. You know, I'm not trying to number Jake, because you got to think, so-called 50 states in Babylon, and if there was 400, so-called 400K per state, right? Undocumented Jakes. So that's like 20 million, man. And that's just 400,000 per state, not even per state, man. So, you know, it's way above that, man. All right. But, you know, Esau, he don't want to lose his control over the masses, mainly his people. Because Jake going to listen to Esau, man. 2/3 going to listen to Esau. They're going to die with Esau no matter what. So, says he's an former acting director for ICE, man. So he's an insider. You know what the hell is going on. He's a what they call a Luciferian. You know, Salaki, I'm still a little bit sick. But you know, the scripture says, Revelation 12:12, the devil coming down with great wrath because he knows that he had but a short time, man. Trump knows he has a short time, man. You know, the least of Esau, but even Trump, man, he knows his time is short. He already said in X amount of years until the next election that there won't be an election. He said that during his campaign last year. He said that 2024 campaign was the last U.S. election, which it makes sense. It's right on time. You know, next year is the 250th year. They say Empire's last 250 years, which that makes sense. Because you add that 2 and a 5 equals 7 going into completion. All right? Let me cut my hair on. It's a little muggy out today. You know? Yeah, so that goes into completion, man. So right now we're in the 249th year, so something big about to happen. You know, come next month, July 4th will be the 249th year, man. So we're going to see what the Lord's cooking up, man, real soon. You know? But this devil's coming down with great wrath because he knows that he have a short time pursuing the Revelation 12:12. You know? They always got to put a woman in the picture. This is a ditzy Edomite woman that's, you know what they say, that done hit the wall, crashed into the wall. She's probably in her 50s, going into her 60s and shit. You know, cougar, MILF, wine drinking cat lady. You know, if she has a husband, she's a feminist, bossing her husband around. You know, that's the type of world we living in, man. So it says, in regard to a pending T-attack, he said in a very ominous, which I believe ominous means strange, way, it's coming. You know, so they're going to blame this next one on you spics, man. You know, or you 2/3 YNs, man. It don't matter. You know, because the scripture says judgment's going to begin at the house of the Lord, man. So not only you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that are part of the 2/3, but even those jakes that know they're Israelites, man. You know, they could, you know, them migrants are dumb. They don't know shit. Esau could put some fringes on one of them demons while they're in the midst of doing their wickedness or deep fake or whatever, false flag, whatever you want to call it, and then say, look, he's a BHI. You know. So hey, man, we coming into the action part of the movie real soon, called Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So so you know, it behooves brothers to stay circumspect. It behooves brothers to stay away from large crowds or large gatherings. You know, I'm speaking for myself. Or if you do go somewhere and it's a large crowd, a large gathering, just be in and out that bitch. You know, you ain't got to stay 2, 3, 4 hours. You know, because every brother a lot different. Not every brother's a stoic. You know, there's certain brothers that are stoics, man. You know, like I could think of the head brother in my camp. He's a stoic, man. You'll never see him anywhere. But you know me. You know, sometimes I'll do a slight mingling, but it's rare. It'll be only a few times a year at the most. But I don't be out every other weekend or whatever. And I definitely don't go to clubs. But you know, I just do slight mingling. That's it. You know, just to stay balanced. You know, sometimes I'll do something and be like, oh yeah. Now I see why. You know, it reminds me why I be in the house so much. Okay. So, I mean, anything could happen. They could say the migrant had a Chinese or Russian flag in their pocket, you know, Iranian flag, you know. So, shit's about to get drastic out here, man. You know, and because they want to lock shit down, they want to get rid of cash, and they want to bring in this B system all at once, all in one swoop. You know, because all that's going to lead, you know, to the inevitable. the inevitable is the beast system, you know? Motherfuckers just can't even drive straight. They on the phone and shit. So, you know, hey, man, that's the spirit. I'm driving by. There's a bunch of young generation, young Gen Zers. Look like they about 15, anywhere between 14 to 17 or whatever. 15 or 17. And you know, when I drove by, I saw Judah, or basically Jake, the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom together, man. Because really, y'all gonna be to blame, because really, y'all not partaking in this society anyway. You know, you people want to grow up to be streamers. You don't want to go to goddamn college, you know, especially the young Israelite, man. It's rare unless he's a sodomite or unless he's, you know, somewhat of an intellectual that wants to get his engineering degree or whatever. But you know, the Lord is getting ready to make moves on this place, god damn it. Using you niggas, man. I mean, it's about time y'all niggas that Spix became useful, besides for the so-called white. All you niggas in Spix are useful for the so-called white man system. Y'all build his fucking houses. You maintain his roadways. You fix the cars. You fix or build. You know what I'm saying? How long can you know, put up with being a goddamn slave, man? You know, that's why Scripture says, "Judah, why art thou spoiled, man?" Which really, that's all the tribe in a sense, man. You know, Jay, get a nigga a smartphone, a couple big booty bitches, a couple gaming consoles or laptops, a couple camera equipment, and the niggas comfortable, man. Couple fly ass outfits and the niggas comfortable. Niggas would think he in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know? But you know, hey man, it's gonna come a time. This beast system's pretty much here. Everything's lined up. You just need to, you know, just go ahead and pull the trigger, man. You know, hopefully the Lord just put the spirit in them to fucking pull the trigger. All right. So, hey, man, the real T's are your government, man, you know, your federal government. All right, so, you know, they saying that something's going to happen this summer. You know, it remains to be seen. They say that every summer, but Lord willing. Lord willing, this is the summer, man. Because, you know, hey, I'm tired, man. The scripture says, you know, he wore out the saints to the Most High, man. I'm worn the fuck out, you know. Hey, we because, you know, scripture's like us unto women, man. We like, you know, old hags here, man. Per se, man, because we tired of this motherfucker. That's why the Lord's going to turn us into young women. I mean, this truth makes us young, but like spiritually, but physically, the Lord's going to turn us up so we can be young men, man, bold men, man. You know, because this is a goddamn shame. It is 2025. Trump's in office, and niggas is just going to work every day. Why haven't you niggas picked up where you left off in 2020, man, with that George Floyd shit, man? You know, why? Because you're sadists people, you're stupid people. The white man didn't tell you to. The so-called white man tell you niggas to riot like he did in 2020 via BLM. Because Esau controls, so-called white man controls BLM. Then that's when you niggas want to riot, man. You know? That's why scriptures say, man, they have not known me, man. They have not known. You know, you got a zeal, whatever. You'll talk all that good shit, you know, the good rhetorics. Because you have not known Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Or the angels, or the men of the Lord. Because here it is, we warning you niggas. But you niggas more concerned about Streamer University, Aaron the Plumber, Ashton Hall, I Show Speed, Kaisa Not. Dennis, all these wicked niggas, man. You know? So there's come a time where the Lord just gotta start offing you niggas, man. You know? I'm trying to celebrity boxing, streamer beefing against another streamer. It's an evil, wicked society, man. You know, 2025, man, and we're pretty much in summer. You know, it was a couple cold weeks we just had back to back. You know, and now the weather is back to normal. You know. Now, you know, it's just like Jake, you know, that's just Jake, man. Jake have a slight season. They about to rise up just like how the weather has been. Of course, you know, that's Esau manipulating shit, making it cold. Now the weather's back to normal. Niggas is just back to normal. Picnics, wine fest, you know. What they call that shit? Street takeovers, the block takeovers, doing donuts, riding mopeds and shit. Whatever they call them, little dirt bikes. Doing app jobs and shit, working for Amazon. You know, hey man, I'm just sick of this shit, man. It's the same fucked up routine over and over and over again. So I just reached my destination, man. I'm gonna end it there. Till next time, so.